Jake Tiesler with the latest Mustang and Bronco news. So we got some good stuff for you today. The Ford Bronco, you're going to be able to do the build and price deal on the Ford website tonight at midnight if you're on the West Coast. So that was just released. I'm going to show you that here it's on the Ford Bronco Instagram stories. Quick, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications if you like being updated with the latest Ford products like the Ford Bronco, the new Mach 1, any news about the new Mustang, stuff like that, and other stuff that's going on in the community. Now, if you haven't checked out the Ford Bronco Instagram, it's full, it's jam-packed with all sorts of different builds that they're doing, promotional stuff, with different, like, you know, basically they're doing like overlanding themes. They're doing all sorts of, this is like the most accessorized I've ever seen a vehicle, and I like it. You can turn this thing into, you know, you can go different ways with it, which is really cool. Even the sport, they got the sport towing some dirt bikes, so they're still showing you that you can do that with the little dude, the little sport. Now, what I like is it's actually a real off-roader, and it should be still fun because it's going to have some power with that engine. And they're still going to offer, if you don't know, they weren't going to offer the manual with the Sasquatch package. They are going to offer the manual with the Sasquatch, only with the 4-cylinder EcoBoost, which is still like 310 horsepower still with the 4-cylinder. So anyway, so here is, you know, let me just show you this real quick and then we'll go to the Instagram posting. But tonight at midnight, and today is the 22nd, so the 23rd. So here's the ABCs. Let's start with A. A, articulation. Now, essentially that is when one wheel gets up onto a rock, these are wheels, and what's going to happen is that tire and wheel is going to get pushed up. Now, the further, it's going to reach a point where the suspension bottoms out. And at that point, you have no more suspension travel, and the car is going to start picking up, right? So it's going to get to this point, and then it's going to lift up, which will probably also lift this rear tire back here. So when this one goes up, it's going to lift this one up as well. It's going to make it teeter-totter, right? So the more articulation, the problem with the tires coming off the ground is that you don't have any traction. So if you look at the photo here, if you look here, now if this tire and wheel, so this one's down and this one's shoved up into the fender and this one's down. So also it has to do with the suspension going down and as far as up. So the further suspension can go up, and if you guys are off-roaders, you already know this. This is for the beginner, you guys that are just browsing YouTube looking at the Bronco. So I don't want to bore you too much. But the more suspension travel, the more time the tires are on the ground, the more traction, the further places you can go. Breakover angle, if you go over a big rock, you know, the more breakover angle, now the more places you can go. This says that the two-door has a 29 degrees of, you know, breakover angle. Essentially, it's a measurement from here to here, I believe, for the center breakover. And then that is going to be, you know, it's going to allow you to go over larger things. So if you come across a big log, a big sharp rock, you know, the larger the breakover angle, the bigger stuff you can go over. Crawl ratio is just another way of saying, so it has a crawler gear and it has a low transfer case. So you do some math. Essentially, the higher, this is 94.75 to 1, you know, that doesn't mean anything. It's just a bunch of numbers, right? But what it means is that it has more torque. More torque means you can go up steeper things with less throttle input. So you're going to be able to go up very steep things. You know, I don't think we've ever had a problem with that, but maybe it's helpful with the smaller 4-cylinder with the turbocharged engine. I still don't think it have any problems, but you know, you'll be able to go down a trail without putting your, probably be able to go up a hill without putting your foot on the throttle. So, and you can go through the Instagram and check out all the different builds and then the history, and they've done this new build, Filson. I'm not familiar with them, but these guys, I like the color that they used on this. This is the old Ford color. And just go to their Instagram if you want to check it out. It shows them designing it. So the Instagram story is build and price tonight, 14 hours, 54 minutes, and 13 seconds. I'm on my laptop, but let's check it out on Instagram and see if we can actually, if it's the same, because it looks like it's stalled on the Ford Bronco on my laptop. Let's look it up here. Ford Bronco. Go to the story, build and price. Yeah, the timer's running. So timer is up, running 12 hours now. So guys, stay tuned. What we're going to do is we're going to build one. We're going to build like a base one, see if we can get the manual transmission, just base. See how much we can get out the door for the base. And then let's build one that's like, you know, way out there. And then build one that's kind of in between. So let's do that tonight. We can either do it tonight at midnight or tomorrow morning. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section and what your build is going to be. Are you going to build a base? Are you going to buy a higher trim? Let me know what you think. I'm excited. And catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.